What's up guys, welcome back to Disc Golf Weekly, and this week I've got a video to help you guys choose which putter is going to work the best for you guys. Obviously putters come in many different shapes and sizes and molds and stuff. Right here I've got three different putters. You can see it's an AVR, and then a Swan, and then a Magic. So you can see they're all completely different shapes. Swan is really soft and really flexible. You can bend it a lot. The Magic is, it's pretty soft, but it's not as soft as the Swan. And then the AVR is very, very stiff. Some people like a stiff putter. They think it's going to come out of their hand better. It's going to come out of their hand cleaner. Personally, I like something a little bit softer, more like the Swan would be. I feel like it grabs the chains a little bit better. It gives me a better chance of hitting the chains and not bouncing out, and hitting the chains and falling in. It's got a little bit better grip to it as well. But I do like a hard putter for my approach shots and my driving putters, because it does give a cleaner release and it comes out of your hand a lot easier. And obviously with people's hands being different shapes and different sizes, and putters being different shapes and different sizes and stuff like that, a lot of what putter is going to work the best for you is basically just going into your shop and feeling all the putters and holding them and gripping it like you would with a putter, and maybe if they'll let you try it out once or twice. Because everyone's different, everyone putts different, everyone's hands are different. So whatever works, say your friend uses a KC Pro AVR. It's a very popular putter, a lot of players use them, and they're really nice. But maybe the rim is too shallow for you and you don't like that, or maybe the bead on the bottom is too big. You could try something else. You could try something like a Magic. It doesn't have a bead. It's got a little bit bigger rim to it. So that's definitely what I recommend, is just going into your shop and testing things out. But if you already know, you can look it up and see what's similar to yours. Say you use a Magic and you want something similar to that, but you want a little bit of a harder plastic, maybe a little bit slicker. You could try like the Prodigy, the 400 series PA4 is almost the exact same thing. It's just in the Prodigy's plastic. If you think about it, pretty much you're going to be throwing your putter the majority of the time within probably 30 or 40 feet. Outside of that, putters are going to start flying differently. You'll notice a difference with a stable putter, an overstable putter, stuff like that. But inside, 30, 35 feet, when you're going to be doing most of your putting, 99% of putters are going to fly the exact same. And that's why I say go to your shop, go test out your friends' discs. Just see what fits the best for you, because if all discs fly the same, obviously the one that grips the best for you and has the best feel in your hand is going to give you the most confidence, and that's the main thing with putting, is confidence. If you have a lot of confidence in your putter and okay, all I got to do is just throw it straight, and I know the disc is going to hold that line, it's going to go straight, go right in, hit the chains and come down, then it's going to be a lot better than, alright, well, this one works for my friend Steve, and he really likes it, so I'm going to try it, and then, oh, no, you missed. It's a lot about confidence. Most putters are only going to go up to 175 grams, so you can play with weights as well. There are some, like the Innova Aero, I believe it's called, goes up to 180, and I think there might be a couple others that go up to 180 grams, but for the most part it's only 175. So definitely try out some different shapes and sizes and weights and stuff like that. Some things to keep in mind, obviously, if a disc, sort of like this AVR here, if a disc has a bead on the bottom, that's going to make it a little bit more stable, and then a beadless disc is going to be a little bit less stable compared to something with a bead. The beadless discs also have a little bit better glide, but again, if you're inside that 30 or 40 foot putting circle, you're not going to notice too much of a difference. Just in case anyone was wondering, if anyone didn't know what a bead and a beadless disc was, here is a KC Pro AVR, and then just a regular putt and approach AVR. And if you look at the bottoms there, the little bump on the bottom of the KC Pro there, it's almost like a ball going around the bottom of it. That's a bead, and then you can see on this one there's nothing. So this would be considered beadless, and this one would be a beaded putter. Some people like that better just to kind of fit it right in the crease of your finger there, give you a little bit better grip. Other people like the beadless ones if they have smaller hands and stuff like that. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. I know some people might be new and might not know exactly what the terms are like that. I've got a couple other putters to show you guys too as well. Things like the MVP Ion. You can see again, it's got a much different rim compared to everything else. And then Discraft's putter, or however you want to say it. You can see it's pretty flat on the sides there, but where this one's really interesting is on the bottom. There's almost nothing to the rim here. It's very, very thin. So if you have really small hands or something like that, or if you're a younger kid, something like this might work really well. Just because it's so thin, you can get your fingers all the way around and get a good grip on it. So hopefully that helps you guys. Definitely, you know, obviously listen to your friends. If you're very similar to your friends and your play style and stuff like that, definitely listen to them and try out what works for them. But I highly recommend going into your local shop, going into wherever you buy your discs from, and just holding them and feeling them and see if you can test them out and stuff like that. And that's going to give you the best results, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've got a really exciting video for you guys coming next week. I'm going to get it out as soon as possible, so definitely keep an eye out for that, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.